how much of conservative evangelicalism, and I'll just have to just say not only the Reformed Brothers, it's not only the Reformed Brothers, but I've been hanging around the Reformed Brothers because I am a Reformed brother. How much of that is shot through with the pride of, if you knew this person's accomplishment, if you knew who they were, you would not contradict or resist anything that they are saying. Look at all the academia behind their name. Look at all the accreditation behind their name. Look at all the cosigns that they have in relationship to their name. And you're going to come and try to say something against who they are? Come on. You must not be a solid brother in Christ. I'm going to give you a couple moments more.
Traits of one who is sipping from the narcissist's,
right,
tea,
right,
a little bit too much. Mm-hmm. One who can't be given advice. One who is always making every interaction that involves a disagreement a matter of eternity, and that you are lost. That's why you don't have the Spirit of God. You are carnal. You are ungodly. That in some cases may be appropriate. Of course it's appropriate. Mm-hmm. Pastors have to be able to recognize that.
Right.
But if it becomes the pattern of your existence, where you are the voice, the messenger, the judge, the jury, and the executioner of the revelation of God.
Right.
And everyone around you is carnal, small-minded men and women. You cannot be led. You cannot be critiqued. You cannot be disagreed with. You cannot find yourself in a place where we can mark you by humility. And he's saying, look out for that kind of leadership. Where else is it better? Easier to display that kind of behavior and to grow in it and to have it calcified than in the leadership at churches, bro.
Yep.
I got to take a minute. There's so much stuff going on, live audience and all the different things. Look, there's so much stuff going on. We just going to have to sit in this moment here for just a second. I don't endorse this book. But I endorse some of the things that are in this book. The book is called Divided by Faith. And apart from the conversation where we're talking about multicultural, multi-ethnic churches and the issues that are related to that, I'm not trying to go woke on you today in this episode. But one of the things that sociologists have been astounded by is that on the grid work of religious conversations, in terms of religiosity, in terms of how fundamental one's beliefs are, and then how calcified one's beliefs become, those who are in churches tend to have a belief system that invalidates other ways of thinking. And because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and he's the only way to salvation, that grid work calcifies their thinking on other things. Because I'm a Christian, listen to what I'm saying here. I'm about to start cooking. Go ahead and turn the music up. Because I understand, big head. We got to keep it in pocket. But check this out. Because I'm a Christian, and listen, I'm an evangelist. I'm a Christian, and I believe, drop a comment in the comment section, and I believe that Jesus is the only way. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to faith except through him. No one comes to salvation except through Jesus Christ. That is the truth. It is the whole truth. It is the truth no matter whether you like it or not. Because I believe that, and I know that I'm right about that, and everything else is wrong, then I will also sometimes, we need to watch out, folks that are in church. Can you hear me today? We need to also watch out that our political views don't get elevated to the same level. What you mean? I'm a follower of Christ. And as a follower of Christ, I know I need to vote for Donald Trump. So you need to vote for Donald Trump. And we elevate. It's so subtle. It happens so subtle in our churches. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm a Republican. And so therefore I must vote for Donald Trump. So if you don't vote for Donald Trump, then something is wrong with you. And I'm here to say, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. Never have, never will. But so there's automatically something that's wrong with me. Pride. And we can say things like, hey, look, this preacher, known as a man of God, preaches at every conference that's out there. And because he's a man of God, you should put him on the same pedestal that I put him on or her on. And you go, well, they don't really do too much for me. It just kind of seem like a person. And people look at you and they go, wait a minute, what is wrong with you? We do that in church. We do that as